So here we are, phonics and homeschooling. It's not only about homeschooling, it's about phonics. If you are a teacher and you also sometimes struggle, or you are a teacher but you don't have a system to follow. Acha, please write in chat if it's fine. I go only in English or should I be bilingual? Feel free to say this. ठीक है तो मैं दोनों languages में बोल दूंगी. Otherwise, I'll save time and keep the medium English. क्योंकि हमारे पास कुछ लोग हैं जो जिनको उर्दू और हिंदी समझ नहीं आती है. English is fine. Thank you so much. Acha, now what is homeschooling? What is phonics? We won't talk about homeschooling much today because the main topic is phonics and how to incorporate the phonics techniques or system in our homeschooling. First of all, why do we need it? If you want to make your children fluent reader, early reader, or if you want to give them books or give them some reading habits, you need to teach them phonics. Otherwise, they will read, they must read like we have started reading, but it will take some time. And the what should I say? The response to reading will be slow. और आप इसको ऐसे कह लें कि आप जो है उनको स्ट्रगल मोड में डाल देंगे. इफ यू गिव देम समथिंग एल्स देन phonics for reading, if they are gifted children, they will be okay, they will do it. But if they have some struggles, and mostly kids are not gifted, they are average kids or sometimes they are below average, so for them we need a system to follow to help them to read or write or do anything. And this is their right. What we have to do, we have to learn these things as teachers, as parents. And I really insist that parents should learn these techniques, because a teacher will be with you only for a few hours. Maybe for kindergarten it will be 2 years, and I was just reading a research there. It was written that only 20% of children, only 20% of their life is spent in schools or with teachers. So baki ka jo 80% and the remaining 80%, they are with you, with parents. So we should learn these techniques or these systems or these methodologies as parents, and later we can just convert them into our earning thing as well. Be a teacher, teach your parents, be a teacher, or be a philanthropist, और दूसरों को पढ़ाना शुरू कर दें. ठीक है? So this is how this thing can help you a lot. Now, today's meeting agenda, let me quickly go through this so you can have a clear picture what we will be discussing about. What is phonics? A little bit about this. What is systematic synthetic phonics? The most important thing, okay? What is systematic synthetic phonics? Because in India, Pakistan, in many schools, phonics is there, but it doesn't have a system, and it is also not synthetic phonics. So what is this? How does it work? We will talk about this. Next, we have what are the steps of teaching phonics. Okay, we know now phonics, but how to teach it? What are the steps? When and what should be taught? We are done till here. We have reached to here. Now what? How to move forward? What is the next step? So I'll give you insight about this as well, that what comes after what, and after phonics what is there. There must be something after phonics, right? So what is that thing? उसमें हमने क्या करना है? This was the last point. ठीक है? So inshallah, first we'll cover this. If you attend this meeting, by the end, you would have found the answers to these questions. I started phonics, I'm stuck. You will not no more be stuck. Okay, you will have a clear picture how to move on. I'm overwhelmed. It's too much to teach. This is another problem. इतना सारा है, कैसे कराएं, बच्चे को कैसे absorb होगा? This is again a very dumb bogus idea. बच्चे को लाजमी absorb होगा if you follow properly. Okay, what are the steps? I just said that I will tell you this. Will it literally work? This confusion, this ambiguity, that will it literally work, or should I stick to the traditional, sorry for the slip of tongue, traditional ways of teaching? जैसे हमने पढ़ा है वैसे ही पढ़ा दे? Should we teach them the way we have been taught, or should we follow something which is according to the modern ways of teaching or according to the science of reading or writing? And at the end, the most important part and the most fun part of this workshop, I will share some multisensory activities in the form of games, handmade DIY games, worksheets that you can bring in your phonics journey and make it fun. ठीक है? Main problem क्या होता है? What is our main problem while teaching anything to kids? They don't want to, sometimes they don't want to repeat it. Reinforcement के chances नहीं होते. If they have learned something now, okay, they have learned the sounds. If you try to repeat it once, twice, and then they will, oh, that's it, we don't want to repeat it. But we have to have a continuous repetition, and for this reinforcement, for this repetition, we need to incorporate games, we need to incorporate some fun activities to keep them motivated and engaged. ठीक है ना? It will be inshallah in an hour. I'll try to keep it from my side. It will be just an hour, the length of the meeting. Somebody asked in chat, but after that, if you want to be here with me and want to ask some questions, you're most welcome. ठीक है? So the first thing, follow an SSP scheme, a systematic synthetic phonics scheme. SSP means systematic synthetic phonics. If you go on Google and search for SSP schemes, you will get multiple SSP schemes, systematic synthetic phonics scheme. But what does it mean? Why I am emphasizing on this? Systematic synthetic phonics का मतलब होता है, it means with system, it has a structure. It has a scope, that what is your target, what is your aim, where you are going, and then it is also in sequence. Like for example, if I give you the example of Jolly Phonics. In Jolly Phonics is a systematic synthetic phonics scheme. It has a structure ke first what you have to teach, next what you have to teach, later what you have to teach. ठीक है? It also has a scope, that why we are teaching in this way, why we are not teaching kids in the alphabetical order or alphabetically, why the sequence is SATIPN. Why do we do this? So it has a scope, it has a reason for this. And then again, they have their own sequence of teaching, that if you do this first and then this and next this, तो उससे क्या फायदा होगा? ठीक है? And since these schemes are research based, they are aligned with science of reading. Science of reading research programs hai. ये कोई curriculum, this is not a curriculum, these are research based programs which help teachers or parents or other educationists to form something in a way which is aligned to children level, to their capacity, to their absorption level or optimum, वो कहाँ तक जा सकते हैं, कैसे जा सकते हैं, and what, which the thing is result oriented. सबसे बेस्ट चीज जो हमें चाहिए, we need a result. तो SOR इसके ऊपर काम करती है. दिस इज अ रिसर्च बेस्ड मेथड, और सिस्टमैटिक सिंथेटिक फोनिक्स जो हैं वो यहाँ से अपना करिकुलम ड्राइव करती हैं. So one of them is Jolly Phonics. You can also go for Diable, Haggerty, Floppy Phonics. But the problem is this, that all these like Diable, Haggerty, You Fly, they are not really easy to comprehend. इनको समझना आसान नहीं है. And if you go for the training courses, they will cost you an arm and a leg. So Jolly Phonics is the one scheme which is pocket friendly, which is approachable. आप इसको कर सकते हैं कहीं पे भी. आपको बहुत मटेरियल मिल जाएगा. You will get free material, you will get paid material, and you have lots and lots of teachers who are trainers who are teaching this. See, so in today's session we will go according to Jolly Phonics, because as I said, it's a systematic synthetic phonics scheme, and we intend to teach our kids accordingly. Abhi, this is just a slide, and then I'll take you to the proper lesson slides as well. If you want to take a screenshot of this, go ahead. If you want to write notes, go ahead. Okay, because this will be your lesson plan for all the 42 sounds. हम Jolly Phonics में 42 sounds cover करते हैं. We'll talk about this on the next slides as well. But here, why I'm saying this, because this is your lesson plan from the beginning to the end for the sounds only. Okay. तो अगर आप बच्चों को sound सिखा रहे हैं, if you're teaching them sounds, you have to follow this. First, you have to introduce the sound. It can be introduced by simply showing them a card. A, and move forward. If you want to follow the Jolly Phonics method, it has a multisensory approach. It tells you a story of the sound. It gives you an action for the sound. It also gives some hand movement for formation, then something like this, okay? So it's up to you. Simply show a card and go for it, or follow the method that I'll be sharing with you. Right? Now, if you once you have introduced the letter sound, for example, you have introduced a, you will go for its formation in the air. Be careful if you are a teacher and you are facing the students and you are forming a like this. I don't know how you see my a. Is it coming straight or the mirror image because of the zoom setting? But when you're facing children, write the other way around. If you write a like this, write it like this so they will see it correctly. Okay? Now, I don't know if how do you see it, but I'm writing it the other way around, not how I write. Okay? Or एक और चीज हो सकती है, the other thing can be, I need a dark color paper. Okay. You have to just turn back and then write A with your finger. Tell them, come on, let's move your hands with me, fingers in the air, and this movement. Why we are doing this? Because our kids in India, Pakistan, we started quite early, so 3+ or something. But in the schools in the UK or West or even in UAE, it's 4+. So their gross and fine motor movements are not really controlled. So we help them to move their gross muscles first, and then we go for the fine motor movements as well. Before 4, we have already worked on their fine motor movements. If you are a homeschooling parent, तो बहुत सारी ऐसी एक्टिविटीज होती हैं जिसमें फाइन मोटर्स पे काम किया जाता है. इफ यू आर अ टीचर, सो इंशाल्लाह फिर कभी हम इस पे बात करेंगे, लाइक पेंसिल होल्डिंग, हाउ टू डू दिस, ये सारी फाइन मोटर में आती हैं. बट रिमेंबर, बच्चों के जो ये हैंड मसल्स होते हैं ना, दे सॉरी नॉट मसल्स, बोन्स, ये बहुत लूजली अटैच्ड होती हैं. हमारा हाथ इज सो फिक्स्ड. अगर हम अब किसी नई तरह से मूव करना चाहें, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू स्टार्ट यूजिंग चॉपस्टिक एट दिस एज, तो आपसे नहीं होगा. It will be difficult for you to have chopsticks, not have to eat something, to have something with chopsticks. But if you ask a Chinese person to use it, he will easily do it. However, if you ask a Chinese person to use his hand to eat rice, जैसे हम खाते हैं, we just use our fingers to make the niwala or the bite and then we eat. If you ask somebody else who is not trained for this, it will be a hell difficult for him to do this, right? तो ये hand के muscles आपके trained होना किसी भी movement के लिए, as well as अभी छोटे बच्चों में what happens in kids, what happens, they are loose, the bones are also loose, so however you train them, they will get it. But if you start doing this with an adult, it will be difficult for him to get it. So इस time पे हमको, when they are kids, we have to work on their fine motor and gross motor movements, तो वो हर तरह का काम कर सकें. Okay, if you have ever heard about Montessori system, so there we also teach them the correct what do you say, सिजर होल्डिंग. वैसे हम क्या करते हैं, 3 उंगलियां यहाँ पे, एक अंगूठा यहाँ पे, ये सारी ना इनकरेक्ट है. हम उनको सिखाते हैं हाउ टू होल्ड इट. अभी देखें, मैं भी भूल गई हूँ बिकॉज इट्स बिन सो लॉन्ग. We used to hold it something like this and we learned it and then we flip it back just like the barbers. Then they cut, they flip the scissors back, then they again bring it here. The third finger, the ring finger and the thumb is actually the thing, and these 2 fingers are here. This is how we train kids to cut things in Montessori. So they can flip it back, do the work, bring it back, and this. So fine motor movements, see, these are the things that we teach even before writing. But जब वो writing पे आते हैं, it gets easier for them. Say, where were I? I have just, so formation in the air, on the table, on your hand, just keep moving their hands so they get a clear picture that how they have to move their hand while writing. Once this is done, you can ask them to hold their pencil. And again, pencil holding is this. They can write on freehand. If they are 4+, they can write in lines as well. For this, I will give you the lined paper according and with the formation of letters as well. In today's session, inshallah, I'll share everything, PDF and some other resources with you as well for these exercises. Once this is done, you go for practice and recognition through activity worksheets. These will be, I'm going to show you these exercises as well. Decline. Okay. Then blending and segmenting exercises, two way important things that we need to begin as soon as we give them 2 to 3 letters. S, at. If you have given them at, you have to immediately start blending and segmenting. We don't have to wait for the 42 sounds. We don't have to wait for the A to Z if you are giving phonics in this alphabetical order. जैसे ही एक vowel और उसके साथ एक दो consonants आपके हो जाएं, as soon as you have taught them a vowel and some consonants, start blending then and there. वहां पे नहीं स्टार्ट करेंगे, जितना दूर लेके जाएंगे उतना बच्चा लेट करेगा. हमको 3 letter blending से ही 3 words से ही blending स्टार्ट कर देनी है. And then for this we have decodable readers as well. Decodable readers are books. They are typically made for kids according to the sounds that they have taken or they have recognized. So in decodable readers, I'll share the decodable readers as well. How to write decodable? Look at this, decodable. Decodable लिखना भूल गया. Look at me. Decodable readers. Okay, forgive me if I'm just making a spelling mistake here. So decodable readers are complete books with just sounds. They don't have any tricky words. ठीक है? They get tricky words once you are done with them. Once you have taught them tricky words, you will get them in the books. So blending हमको शुरू से करा देनी है. What are the steps of blending? We'll quickly learn a little more about Jolly Phonics and the 3 levels of phonics. This is for the people who were asking what to do next. We have reached to this point, what to do next. सबसे पहले, the first thing in level 1, you have to teach 42 sounds. In 42 sounds, we have vowels, we have, consonants, we have long vowels or vowel teams. We also have digraphs, and we also have diphthongs. Quickly मैं आप लोगों को ये दिखा देती हूँ. This is the book. You can see me, right? मेरी वीडियो आप लोगों को नजर आ रही है? Can you see me? Okay. So this is the sequence actually. SATIPS at ip n k k a h r m d g o r l b a j o I e o. See? यहाँ पे हमारे पास vowel teams आ गए हैं. Then we have the other letters of alphabet. Z, wa, this is a digraph. V, u. It has 2 sounds. ठीक है? I'll show the front page of the book. This is a pen book actually. पहले से खत्म कर लेते हैं. Let's do this. Then we have the next group. This is y, letter Y, saying the consonant sound. Then this is the vowel sound of y, E and I. Then x, ch, sh, the. It has 2 sounds as well. Ch, sh, the. 2 sounds. Okay. Then these are the digraph. अगर किसी को digraphs का हो, जब when 2 letters combine to make a new sound, we call them a digraph. Here, is also a not g sound. G should not come at the end. This is nasal sound. You should feel the vibration in your nose and in your throat. Like ding dong. Don't say ding dong. ऐसे नहीं होगा, right? So it's ding dong. Nasal में जाता है वो sound. And then we have the last group. This is qua. Qua is also a digraph. English words do not have a single letter Q whenever you write it. I'm not talking about the names of something like Qatar. Don't say Qatar is the thing. It's a proper noun. I'm talking about English words. Okay, so English words do not have ever letter Q alone. It is always accompanied by U. So this is the digraph qua. Now, fine. Is it visible? Yeah. Okay, now this is ow. This is also a very important sound. If you want to sound out the word, sound ow. We write sound, but how to spell the ow sound? Sound, sow, ow. This is the ow sound. Ground, mouse, spouse, ow, 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 right? Then we have oi. This is the sound as in boy. B, oi. लेकिन वहां पे OY लिखते हैं because English words don't end in I. But this is also in B, oi, boil. Oi, coin. See how I'm sounding out the words with my finger. When I'm saying a two-letter sound, I'm also doing this. Okay. Then t, sp, oi, spoil. This is how you will say this sound. This is the U digraph. U doesn't come at the end of English words without an E. The middle it may come, but this is the digraph that we have to teach them, as in rescue, Q, clue. U has two sounds, U and U, so it also comes as blue, glue. Okay? Everything will be taught in sequence. So don't worry that how they will get it. They will get it because the children all around the world are getting it. Then why not your and my kids? Okay, this is the sound or the sound. British English American, Pakistani, Indian English Okay, then this is in British, and American, Indian, Pakistani R. Okay, so these were the 42 sounds. Now let's get back to the slide. As I told you, all these sounds will have the same pattern that you have to introduce. Need to be left a bit high. I'll send a picture of this as well. If level 1 is here, in level 1, we have 42 sounds. Once the 42 sounds are finished, along with blending and segmenting, you will go for the tricky word list one. The tricky word list one is also provided. I will share with you as well. And when you are teaching the 42 sounds side by side, you can begin your decodable reader. If you have taught them the first group, SATIPN, go for the decodable reader 1 and 2, I guess. In both of them, you will have. So as you progress with the sounds, you will progress with the readers as well. And I just told you that these are complete storybooks for kids. But they do not have any tricky words there. They are specially designed for learners who are learning phonics. Level 2, what do we have here? Alternative spelling of vowels, right? Yahan pe, if you have given A here, so here you will tell them A, Y, also say A. If you have given them O, U here, so you will tell them O, W, also say ow. This is ow, this is ow. O, I is oi, O, Y is oi. This is how it will work. The alternative spelling card is here. Can you see this thing? These are the 42 sounds and these are the alternative spellings. Okay. And for the alternative spelling, I also have my spelling stories with Mr. Peanut, book 1. Here you have all the alternative spellings. We'll discuss about this a bit later, but you can get a sequence wise thing if you want to go for alternative or simply go for the Jolly Phonics book. No sailing, you can go for the Jolly Phonics books as well. Tricky word list 2 will come here, decodable readers, because we are on a next level now. So they will also, the level will increase. Level 3 of phonics again has alternative spelling with some spelling rules, tricky word list 3 and decodable readers. The first level of Jolly Phonics takes around 9 weeks to cover. 9 वीक्स में आपका पहला लेवल खत्म हो जाता है क्योंकि हमारे पास 42 साउंड्स हैं और हर दिन एक साउंड कराते हैं बच्चे को. बट यू कैन ऑलवेज गो विद द पेस ऑफ योर चाइल्ड, स्पेशली इफ यू आर अ होम स्कूलिंग पेरेंट. इफ यू वुड वांट टू take more time in teaching him sounds, go for that. लेकिन in schools it is easily covered. Moreover, it is also a result oriented thing na, that 9 month mein aapne unhe 42 sounds kara diya. Now you can just move further. You can move for reading more, you can move for writing more, you can move for alternative spellings quickly. So it's up to you. The suggested period is 9 weeks. Iska around 11 and then 11 weeks. You have to divide your academic year accordingly. If you want to see the exact numbers, I think these are the exact number, but you can always check my proper teachers training 5 days workshop where I have given everything, calculated the things with you, that which day when you have to do what. This is a short thing, so we are just moving fast. ठीक है, levels हमने कर लिए हैं. अब once again about the levels, what is in each level? 42 sounds is in level 1. Alternative spellings, they are here. They are in level 2. Along with some spelling rules, because alternative spellings have their rule and they are so easy. Somebody was teaching her kid when we started the meeting, and I was on mute, that shy-eye, toughy-eye. So shy-eye, toughy-eye, mother was there. You can raise your hand if you are listening to me. So this is the shy-eye, toughy-eye rule, which is followed by A-I, O-I, and OY. And in the third level, we revise all the previous things along with the CK rule, floss rule, PH sound, soft C, soft G, and the other spelling pattern. Here we focus more on reading and writing because kids are already done with all the spellings and other things. So reading and writing will go here. And this all is for a child of the age 4 to 5. If you go accordingly, it will be covered. मैंने आपको बता दिया है 9 वीक्स में ये साउंड्स कवर हो जाती हैं. इसके बाद ऑल्टरनेटिव स्पेलिंग्स में आप बहुत टाइम लगाएंगे यार. एक चीज मैं आपको और बता दूं, वी ऑलवेज अंडर एस्टिमेट बच्चे कैसे करेंगे. Things are difficult for us because our brains are so occupied. हमारे पास बहुत सारी चीजें करने को. But for kids, things are literally easy. You just put them like a sponge in any environment and they start sucking up it. जैसे sponge absorb करते हैं ना चीजों को, बच्चे absorb करते हैं वो सीखने से ज्यादा. Even if you are talking to somebody else, जिस तरह भी, अच्छी तरह या बुरी तरह, आपका बच्चा एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया, उसने ले लिया उस चीज को. सो चिल्ड्रन, उनका जो ये एब्जॉर्बेंट माइंड होता है, दिस इज अ मॉन्टेसरी टर्म, एब्जॉर्बेंट माइंड. दे डोंट लर्न विद एफर्ट. आपने अगर सीधी तरीके से उन्हें बोलते भी जा रहे हैं ना, जस्ट से इट टू देम एंड दे आर गेटिंग इट. जहाँ पे स्ट्रगलिंग रीडर्स और राइटर्स आते हैं, वहाँ पे वी रीइंफोर्स द कॉन्सेप्ट. इवन फॉर द गुड रीडर्स एंड राइटर, वी हैव टेक्निक्स दैट आई विल बी शेयरिंग. लेकिन ये अगर आपकी सोच है कि बच्चा कैसे करेगा, दिस इज सो ओवरवेलमिंग, दिस इज टू मच, तो ये गलत है. इफ यू आर मुस्लिम, सो आवर किड्स मेमोराइज कुरान इन 7 years. ठीक है, 7 साल का बच्चा कुरान मेमोराइज कर लेता है. This is a foreign language for them. Our language is not Arabic, but still our kids are memorizing the Quran, which is in Arabic, at the age of 7. So why can't they just do these things? This is just nothing. And it's just how you train them, how you give things to them. तो सबसे पहले तो जब हम Montessori course करते हैं, when we were doing the Montessori course, so whenever we used to go to our teacher, how the kids will do this, so she used to rebuke us. She literally used to rebuke us and say, what on earth you people are talking about? Never underestimate or challenge the power of absorption or learning of kids. अगर आप उन्हें कुछ नहीं भी सिखाएंगे, उन्होंने तब भी सीखना है. हमने भी सीख लिया था, हमको किसी ने ऐसे नहीं पढ़ाया था, तो अब तो हम बहुत अच्छे से करा रहे हैं. करा क्यों रहे हैं, इसके भी रीजन है, इस पे भी एक डिबेट है कि करा ही क्यों रहे हैं. अच्छा, the last thing about the sequence that I have just shown you, that why we follow this sequence SATIPN, why not alphabetical order. In the last workshop which I held for PHS members, especially, I told them it was an activity. Let's make some words in 3 minutes or 5 minutes with A, B, C, D, E and use SATIPN. If you use this sequence for the 2 and 3 letter words, you can see how many words we can make with, look at this. See? And if you go for 4 letter, even nap. So we have some 4 letter words as well. And they are all simple words. No spelling rule, no magic key. You can almost make 26 letters. पहले ही ग्रुप के बाद बच्चे 26 लेटर्स पढ़ ले, 26 वर्ड्स पढ़ लेंगे. ABCD से आप मुझे बना के दिखा देते वर्ड्स, नहीं बन सकता. ठीक है, 5 days a week. Yep, you can go for 5 days a week. You can even go for 4. अच्छा, ये मैं बाद में आपको आंसर्स करती हूँ. ठीक है, जो क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं ना, I'll go through with them later. So this is why we follow a sequence. This is what systematic synthetic phonics is all about. उसमें एक सिस्टम होता है, एक स्कोप होता है, उसका एक टारगेट होता है. What is our target? Our target is to make them reader and writers. When they can read it, they can write it. Okay? Writing always comes after reading. तो यहाँ तक आपने ले आए बच्चे को, you are rocking. ठीक है. इसके बाद we will quickly have a look at the thing in action, how to give the lesson of Jolly Phonics to kids. All these lessons which I'm showing you here are available on my website channel, and they are kids videos made for kids. So you will not find any advertisement there, maybe because the advertisement is off for videos made for kids, or maybe the advertisement is about the educational channel. So first step of introducing a sound, since I'm showing you the long O sound, okay, the long O sound. So we have already done so many sounds before. So the first step at this stage is revision of the previous sounds. You have to quickly flip the cards. Where is my deck of cards? This is on the screen, but what you have to do, I think you can see me as well, right? So you have to have a few cards with you and ask them, I'm showing you the cards. If you know them, say them loud, and you can always help them if they are missing at something. Ah, oh, my bad. Eh, ah. They have to say these things, okay? We will come latest. जल्दी से everyday revision हो चाहिए. You were saying that how they will get it. Everyday revision of the sounds is must. So आपने first you have to begin with the revision of the sounds, whatever they have done already. The second thing will be about the introduction of a new sound. So in Jolly Phonics, we give a story. If you don't want to give a story, simply show the card that this is O. When O and A are together, they make the long sound. Oh, look at this. This is my card. But all look at this. One more thing. Children are differentiated learners. Differentiated learners का क्या बात हो, ये अभी तक हमारे पास अनफॉर्चुनेटली इंडिया पाकिस्तान में कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है. हम सबको वो कहते हैं ना, एक ही लाठी से हाँकना. दिस इज एन उर्दू मुहावरा. एक ही लाठी से सबको हाँकना कि भाई सब एक तरह से करेंगे. चिल्ड्रन कैन नॉट डू, इवन वी कैन नॉट डू द थिंग्स लाइकवाइज. जैसा आपने किया लाजमी नहीं है कि मैं वैसा कर सकूं, मेरा दिमाग नहीं चलता. जैसा मैं कर रही हूँ शायद आप ना कर सकें, आपको लिए वो तरीका नहीं है. सो डिफरेंशिएटेड लर्नर इज अ टर्म to tell that every child has a specific pace. He has a specific way of learning. Some are visual learners. उनको देख के ही पता चल जाता है. They just look at it, they learn. Some are auditory learners. You have to talk to them to teach them. Some and most of them are kinesthetic learner. Now, what are kinesthetic learner? Kinesthetic learner are the kids who learn by doing things. उनको कुछ करना होता है सीखने के लिए. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द किड्स आर लाइक दिस, दे वांट टू डू इट. वो उसको ब्रेक करते हैं अपनी, उन्हें कोई कार दे दो वो उसे तोड़ के देखते हैं, बिकॉज दे वांट टू लर्न व्हाट इज मेकिंग इट मूव. It's not that they are bad kids. It's not that they are showing behaviors. They are breaking the thing because they want to learn why it is moving, what is causing it move, or the curiosity leads them. ठीक है. If you must have seen some kids जब वो baby होते हैं, we all are, most of us are mothers here. So किसी के बच्चे ना नई जगह पे जाके नहीं सोते. They just don't sleep at a new place. They don't like new people. Why? Because of this kinesthetic sense. Actually हमारी जो muscular memory होती है बच्चों में, that is the most radiant memory at childhood. वो देखने सुनने से पहले फील करके चीजों को एब्जॉर्ब करना, मेमोराइज करना शुरू करते हैं. व्हेन देयर मदर होल्ड देम, उसका क्या मतलब होता है, उनको पता है बिकॉज दे वर इन द वूम विद द सेम लेडी, सो दे कैन फील हर कि शी इज द पर्सन आई बिलोंग टू. इफ देयर इज समबडी एल्स नियर टू देम एंड दे often take care of them, so उनको उनके हाथ का, उनको उनके feel का पता होता है because of their muscular memory. They don't sleep at others bed, they keep crying because they want to go back. Their muscular memory tells them this place doesn't belong to you, or you don't belong to this place. So visual and auditory से पहले हमारे पास जो memory होती है बच्चों में, that is the muscular memory, और हमें उसे लाजमी use करना है while teaching as well, and which is simply ignored and overlooked, neglected. हम बच्चों को चेयर पे बिठाते हैं, बोर्ड पे लिखते हैं और उनको बोलते हैं लिखो. मस्कुलर मेमोरी का कोई काम नहीं है, विजुअल है, ऑडिटरी मिस बोलनी है, करना है. we have to give them hands-on experience. We have to give them kinesthetic ways of learning. जो अब हम देखेंगे, ठीक है, how to do this. So since children are differentiated learner, we also have to take care of visual or auditory. So that's why we give stories first. We make up a story that Jonah and Mona were going to sail their boat in the nearby lake. When they saw what was the name of this goat? A goat was stuck under an oak tree. I'm using the words in which O sounds come. Mona, Jonah, boat, a goat was stuck under the oak tree. So when they saw them, they say, "Oh, this is the action." We also have to give them. Everybody will say it. Oh, it's like this, not oh. Sorry, it's oh. And this story is so disheveled. What you have to do, you have to follow the proper story. Either write it or follow the Jolly Phonics written stories. They are already there. You can just read it to them. So इस तरह करके you have given them the sound, the vocabulary here, goat. First आपने उन्हें बता दिया कि story क्या है, क्या हुआ, छोटी सी short story होती है, a paragraph. Then you have to do the action. Everybody will do the action. Oh, say, look at the goat and say, oh. This is done. Then tell today, our today's sound is oh. How to write it? You already know how to write ah and then a. So put your fingers up in the air, write ah, a together. It make oh. Say the sound oh. This is how you will give it. They already know single letter or they already know single letter a. Now you are combining them. No explanation. कुछ नहीं बताना, बस बोलना है, ये जब साथ हो जाएंगे ना, ये बोलेंगे oh, and that's it. That's it for them. Okay? The story is given, the action is also given. The next thing is always formation that I just told you. This is the action that here you have to write in the air, on their table, write on the board, write on your hand. Just keep moving their hand. So again, we are helping their muscles to memorize the thing. ठीक? वो बोल भी रहे हैं, they are listening and they are training their muscles to memorize this. Then you can make them write on a sheet. These sheets are from for all the 42 sounds, they are available on my website. So instead of tracing on dots, give them cutouts. Tracing brings dependency. बच्चे को एक दफा डॉट लगा के दे दिया ना, वो अगली दफा बोलेगा डॉट लगा के दें, डॉट लगा के दें, डॉट तो लगा दें, कहाँ लिखूं मैं, ऐसा हो रहा होता है. Don't give them dots. Tell them how to write and then give them cutouts for their movements to be controlled. And at the end, you have to tell them where you have to write on the lines. So, oh, you have to model it. आप मॉडल करेंगे, बच्चा will follow you. ठीक, तो ये आपका writing के formation वाला part हो जाएगा. अब recognition है. This exercise is also for all the 42 sounds is available on my website. Recognition of sound, you have to say the name or ask them. We are going to circle the pictures in which we hear the long O sound. O. Hear the word carefully. Goat or bottle. Goat. I exaggerate a bit. You also have to exaggerate. Phonics teachers usually have their mouth because we have to do this to make the sound clear. So goat or bottle. Where do you hear O? They will hear it here. If somebody is saying this, tell them, listen to me again. We need to follow the O sound. G, oat. Clear करें उसको, ठीक है? उसको बोले अरे क्या गलत कर दिया, इसमें नहीं, इसमें आ रही है. No. Teach him till the time he gets it. शुरू में थोड़ा मसला होता है sounds में, अगर किसी को बच्चे को मसला हो, but later they just get so fluent with this, they understand what you are expecting. और सारी वर्कशीट्स एक ही पैटर्न पे हैं, तो वो रूटीन सेट हो जाता है, उनको समझ में आ चुका होता है. देन बैग एंड बोट, रोड एंड केक, फुट एंड सोप, coat and twig, right? They have to circle the correct pictures. Later, they have to go with this worksheet here. They have to listen to the sound, check or cross, then they can draw a picture here. And after this, we have one more coloring sheet, but that I give as homework, or you can also do it then, again, for the repetition of the sound. Next thing is blending. After each lesson, you have to blend the sounds. Now here we have done some sounds previously and the new sound is incorporated. G, O, goat, goat. इस तरह करके these sounds cards are also available for free. So you don't have to make them. ठीक है? Blending will be your next step. Coat, road, toad. Listen to this how I do it. O, road, road. If you are having a car and you want kids to just go a little multi-sensory, you can also have a toy car and then ask them to move the toy car. Road. Quickly, road. These are just some ways क्योंकि हर बच्चे के साथ एक चीज नहीं चलती तो आपको दो तीन चीजें पता हो it becomes easier. Segmenting is actually understanding the sound in the said word and writing it down. First, we would go for oral segmenting. We don't bring them to the paper. Phonics से पहले ही हम उनको वो करते हैं. I want you to sound the word on. Oral segmenting. First, we train them for this, and then once we start proper lessons on paper, then we have to make them write these things as well. How to give it? You have to say, now listen to the sounds carefully because I'm going to say a word that you have to write. First, tap it on your finger, put the sound dots, and then write the sounds. The first word is road. Road. Tap the sound on your finger. O-D. Road. Or you can go with O. Two fingers for O. You have to show them that so they can do it. D. Road. Put the sound dots. How many fingers are, how many sounds are here? O-D. Road. Let's write the first sound. O-D. Road. ये सारी साउंड्स इन्होंने पहले की हुई है बस ओ साउंड हमारे पास नहीं है ठीक है देन यू कैन गो फॉर सोप ओप यहाँ पे देखें हम कोई phonics family नहीं follow कर रहे we are just giving them random words with the sounds that they have learned. We are not following any at family, am family, and family. This is not the way of systematic synthetic phonics. Why? Because when we start giving them the at am family ना तो आप भले से SAN लिखें ना mostly kids just go with at sat वो a को बोलते नहीं है वो इसको एक यूनिट बना के बोलने लगते हैं sat अगर उन्होंने सीख लिया है ना at family सीख लिया है तो सैन पढ़ते हुए भी उनके मुंह से निकलता है sat ये प्रॉब्लम होता है या नहीं चैट बॉक्स में लिख के बताएं बहुत से बच्चों के साथ ये प्रॉब्लम होता है इफ यू हैव गिवन देम at family so they will keep reading the word pan huh, they will say the sounds properly, but when they read it in flow, they'll say pat. Because you have made their tongue used to of saying this sound as a unit. A आएगा तो उसके बाद sound ही आना है. ये मत करें. Don't go for the phonics family, what, not phonics family, the family system of these sounds, okay? Keep the sounds individual. हर sound की अपना वो at, किसी भी को blend कर सकें वो. So segmenting, after this, if you want to give them another worksheet as coloring worksheet, because children love to color, some of them, so they can go with this, say the sound, wherever you hear the sound, you have to color this. Load, somebody is loading, mouse, soak, turtle, float. So say the words once. This web, again, this is available on my website, all these 4 set of worksheets, and then you can give some activity to them and you can make a paper boat with them. You can do some other activities that it's time to show you these things. It's been so long that I have been not giving phonics lessons because I'm so busy with the creative writing, grammar, and spellings. But these are the things that I made with my children when I used to give phonics lesson. So if you are giving the sound, you can make a simple tissue paper check. A small ball, a big ball, and then color it. This should be your end activity to keep them motivated. And you can also play the song at the end or in the middle. What is the song for? Oh, I've forgotten. Let's do the song for D. See me play on my drum. Playing drum is lots of fun with the da 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 da. See me play upon my drum. You have just a simple paperwork doll. Pasting, because P is the sound that comes at the beginning. So our fine motor movements, and this is T, the loose tea powder. For T sound, pasting again, this is a straw. Okay. Then for sound, you have to color this part, stick it like this, then again color it and make the curve like this. So you can make a horse. What is this? Pasting off. These are some activities that I used to do with my kids in school, even in the 45 minutes class. So along with everything, story, making them write, and this activity can be easily done with a class of 20 kids if you have a control over the class. And this time, or online to pay your body. This is the door. This is the ooh look. Okay. Vegetable printing, rice pasting, peacock, hand printing. So if you keep these things in your class, again, children will be motivated. Tissue, simple tissue work. This is egg. Okay. Noodles, and kind of pasting board chain, but this is a bit, tricky to make. So keep it like a chick or something. What else? Jellyfish. What else is here? Oh, the best thing, octopus. I love these octopus. Just simply roll up paper, or if you have toilet tissue rolls at home, and they can also move. Now, this is flattened, but look at this. If you just do it like this on the table, they moves forward. You just simply have to roll up paper, stick it, and then, right? Caterpillar. A caterpillar can be like this, or you can also color it. Cotton work. And I also had a necklace. I don't know where is that. Children like to make necklace for their mothers as well when I give them that sound, and I can't find it. So these were some activities that you can do at the after your lesson is done to reinforce and to keep them motivated. Let's quickly finish it, and we are going to do something after it. ठीक, इसके अलावा they also need reinforcement for blending and stuff. But before I show you the blending activities or the blending, what do you say, games that are here, let's have a quick look at what is blending और इसे कैसे करना है. Okay. Blending and segmenting are naturally good at reading. So once they know the sound, and you model them. The first and the most important thing, you have to model anything. If you are giving them these sounds, is it per? Like this. You have to begin blending from here. Consonant vowel. Blending has different levels. How to begin? Right after the first group or the first few sounds, start modeling them, blending. S, a, sa, s, a, sa, t, a, ta, p, a, pa, a, na. And after this, we have the e sound. I couldn't find it. Where is it? Oops, it's here. So once they are done with this, e, ne, p, e, pe, t, e, t, s, e, s. This is the first step, consonant vowel blending. The second step can be vowel and consonant blending. Now this word is S, but children don't know that this is S. So they will say S, S, S. It's fine, okay? Then et, 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 ep, ep, e, n. Okay? So vowel at the front, vowel at the back, begin it. Later, you will go for CVC words. CVC words are consonant, vowel, consonant. T, e, te, p, tep. If you want to just make it a bit interesting, you have a car ready here. Okay? Go with the car. T, e, te, p, tep. Say it quickly. T, step. They might not be interested in blending, but they will be interested in this thing. This is for the readers who are struggling, or when the kids show tantrums that we don't know blending, how we don't want to do this. So you can use some tools and some other tools as well that I'll be showing. So the first step, please write it down. The first step is CV blending, consonant vowel. Second step is vowel consonant. We are not making them used to of any family, app family, add family, it family, in family. No, we are just putting them on either side so they know to look at the sound and say the next sound. Look at the sound and say the next sound. Don't make it a group. Don't make it a unit. Okay? Once VC and CV are done, you will go for CVC words. This is the third step, CVC. Once this is done, you will go for consonant blends. Consonant blends are two consonants together. They don't lose their sound, but हम इन्हें जल्दी से बोल देते हैं. जैसे st, 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 पढ़ा दिया. St. I need E here. Okay, now read the word. If you have given them that st, quickly बोल दें. Look and say st, st, st. So now the word is getting longer, but you are helping them with the first two sounds. Say them quickly. St, app, step, st, ep, step, st, up, step, st, up, stop. And while blending, make nonsense or alien words as well. For example, stove is not a word. But when I give them blending, we are just not concerned what word is it. Whatever it is, they have to blend it. ठीक है, तो इसमें नॉनसेंस वर्ड्स को लाजमी ऐड करना है ताकि उनका जो वो माइंड में अगर वर्ड हो ना पहले से बी के स्टॉप उन्होंने देखा हुआ है बोल दिया, तो इसके अलावा भी आप उन्हें चैलेंज करें और उनका एकदम क्लियर करें ब्रेन के जो भी वर्ड होगा आप उसे पढ़ सकते हैं. यूजली इफ किड्स आर गुड एट ब्लेंडिंग तो उन्हें कॉन्सोनेंट ब्लेंड्स नहीं देने पड़ते. But if they are struggling in reading longer words, go for consonant blends. इसकी भी पूरी list बनाई हुई है मैंने. I have provided this on my channel as well, so you can get consonant. These are the initial consonant blend, and then we also have final consonant blends. मेरे बच्चों को जब मैं पढ़ाती थी, or even now if I'm teaching anyone, I don't go for consonant blends because if they are good at blending, they don't need consonant blends. लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके बच्चे नहीं कर पा रहे, आपके स्टूडेंट्स नहीं कर पा रहे, तो आप ये blends दे सकते हैं. शुरू में two sounds, they don't lose their sounds, but we say them quickly. St, as in st, up, stop, st, plus segmenting both. You can see the videos in which all the 42 sounds where I have given this thing. I hope that this is done. Acha, ab the last thing, sorry, is to share the activities with you. I have created tricky words, tricky words activities, and then we'll go for this. Blending ka ek cheez dekh lein, please. If you want to get these sheets, they are also available. These are called blending led. First, sa, ta, pa, ne. यहाँ पे we are just giving the VC pattern to kids to get fluent. इसके बाद we also have the long vowels. You will find all this on my website. Next, let's quickly talk about tricky words. Tricky words के भी बहुत सारे तरीके हैं देने के. Today we cannot cover all of them, but I have just made some games for you guys. You will get these worksheets as well. They are not on website. I recently created them, but I will make sure कैसे share करूँ. Tricky words bingo. Children should have these papers, and then you have what do you say, dice. I'll also share the dice with you, or you can use a simple dice. Let me just keep these things away and show you the dice paper. This is the dice for others. I was trying to make it but couldn't complete it. If you fold this paper properly, you will get something like this. So for example, you have to write said here, come here, some here, or whatever you want to write on this dice. I will also share a blank dice with you. Write these words on the dice. Children have to roll the dice. Whatever word is coming at the on the top, they have to write that word here, said. The one who will keep rolling the dice and complete the, for example, again, you get said. Then you get you. So we are helping them to practice the spellings, because otherwise it will be difficult for them. SAID said, SAID said. So these are some game-based approach, but the proper way of teaching tricky words is the heart word method. If you want to learn the heart word method, I have uploaded a complete webinar on this as well, heart word method. So please follow this for the logical decoding of tricky words. Heart word method. This is again aligned with SOR, science of reading. It's a proper way to teach tricky words. But these are just some games to help you with it. इस तरह से आप करा सकते हैं. The one who will make the line first will win. See? So you can play it with your child or with a group of kids. Everybody should have their bingo paper. Then we have another sheet here. What kids have to do? Kids have to read the word from the top, you, then please cover the word with a thin sheet, and then tell them, please find out the letters which were in U. So Y, O, U. Laminate this so you can reuse it. So Y, O, U, can you write it here? Y, O, U. This is how you are helping them to memorize the things. Everything cannot be taught to kids with um, logic, because they are very young to understand the logic of English. तो जो चीजें नहीं बता सकते उसके लिए गेम्स कराएंगे. A R E cover it. Find the R word A. He will find R E. Okay, you found it. Let's write it. So इस तरह करके you can also go with this game. I have left the other things empty, so you can write your words, whatever you want to give them. You can fill these boxes yourself and continue with your kids. Next is, they are also, they don't know, they are for higher grades, not for initial blending. Jolly Phonics resources, isko bhi dekh lein. They are also free resources if you want to go for the decodable readers. The Jolly Phonics readers are completely decodable, but here as well you will get Spelda, which is also a decodable reader scheme. Where is Spelda? Readers and book bands, you will find them here. They all are free resources. You can go and get it. Tricky word handlers, this is also free. This is the checklist for teachers. Once you are done with group 1, you have to check your child that kind of dictate or not dictation, sorry, report kind of paper. Why is it happening? I don't know why is it happening, but you will get this thing. These things are free resources at their website. And then we have the blending boxes. I told you now, word blending boxes, you don't need to go for any other cards. Use these cards. They are properly written according to the sounds. So all these resources are here and free. For Spelda decodable reader, I'll also share the link. I can't see it here for now. Okay, but they are also free to use. The last few games for blending, a very fun, easy peasy game, the blending monster. There are so many games. I made them, I uploaded the video, but since we don't have much space to keep the things always with us, so मैंने उन्हें discard कर दिया. But this monster always helped me to grab the attention of my learners. It's a chai ki patti ka dibba, a red label box. I slit it open and put a roll of paper here, and let's pull the tongue of your monster and keep reading the word. Can you read what is written? Sat. You can just cut it and give it to the child as a reward. You have read the word, you own this word. Let's pull it further and then read the word. If you can read, give him scissors. Again, multi-sensory way, right? They are reading, they are cutting, they are keeping. So this is a reward for them that, oh, I have read it. And if he's struggling, help him. Model it, let him do. And then you can just keep pulling. If you don't want to cut it, then keep it like this. Okay. Now the next thing, another game for decoding. Why we need games? Because we need game-based learning. Have you seen children? They never get fed up of playing iPads, or these things are addictive. Why? Because they are made according to their thoughts or according to their tendencies. They want to play. So let's change your teaching method into play-based methods. Now, this is another thing. It's a simple, card tha mere paas. I just had a card, and you will find such activities on Phonics Family Instagram page. Such a nice page for activities. Now, what I did, I just cut it like this, and then I folded it like this. I have also covered these parts with the what is that the transparent covering sheet, okay, as self adhesive. So what you have to do is look at this. Can you see it? You should have some cards. You can make them, you can print them, you can just draw yourself. Child will see the card. He should already know. Please introduce the thing if he doesn't know. Jam, okay? Say the sounds. J, a, He has to think. J, a, jam. Read the word j, a, This is erasable, okay? Used the board marker here. So before everything, you can write it and then give them. Jam, okay? Now, write it. And the child will write the word here. J, a, like this. You can keep changing the cards. 3-letter CVC words, okay? Let's keep mat here. Oh, sorry, not mat, map. Map. Say the sounds. App. Map. You should have written here map before they start reading it. App. Map. Finally, they have to write it. App. Map. Their turn to go. Right? So now why we are doing this? Just to intrigue them. हमें उन्हें राजी करना है. We have to take their consent to read or write. तो हम इस तरह की छोटी छोटी चीजों से उनको motivate कर सकते हैं. We can always make these things simple. DIY है इसके अंदर कोई आपका टाइम नहीं जाता. 2 मिनट में बनती हैं ये सब चीजें. You just should have some ideas. What else I have? Give me a second and I'll quickly show you. Secret letters. Okay, check this. This is something which is called, you can have simply envelopes. I just folded a paper and stick it from one side. So this is an envelope. Why it's not opening? Sorry. So you can just make up a story that I have a secret message for you. Can you read it? So let's take it out. Ah. Sun, you got it. And then you can give it to the child. Okay, you can keep it with you. Let's open another secret message and read it, give it to child. Okay, this is some what do you say, tricky word game. I have uploaded the videos how to play these games, so I'm not going to tell it again. Some letters are written here and children have to arrange these letters to make the words like because or them or so. So look at this, the jellyfish, right? Simple wool hair. This is also available on the website. So you can just cut. You have to use this strings yourself, otherwise the things are there. So just cut and make this. Next, other things can be rain. If you are giving the AI word, so just make a cloud and write in the raindrops. You can also go for the long vowels revision like this. This is a simple strip. A and E together. A. A. This is once you are done with the alternative spellings, right? And if you are only giving the first long vowels, so even then, this is a way to tell them that alone, these sounds have their own thing. A and E, and together they make A. A and E together, E. E and E together, I. O and E together, O. ठीक है? इस तरह करके you can give them the sense that when they come together, they have this. अच्छा, and so many things to show you, but the last thing that I want to share with you, if you have problems with the sounds, especially the vowel sounds. So we all have these things at home. And once it's finished, you have a hole here. So you can keep some sounds cut in circular shape, whatever you want for repetition. And then ask children to open this. What sound is here? Say it and check the shape of your mouth. For example, if they are saying a, if they are struggling with a and a and a. So look at your sound when you face when you say so dirty. Sorry. When you say a, so you have to open big mouth. Look at your mouth. And when you say you have to stretch it. A, a. When you say eh, eh. See the change of the shape of my mouth. So you have to model it first and then give them the mirror thingy as well. You can also have simple mirror to have them practice. Shape deke bolo. See the shape of your mouth and then say the sound. I also have something like Wild Monster, but it's so ramshackled. I cannot show you this. So this was about something. This was something about the phonics pattern. But remember me, if you follow the sequence, if you want to rewatch it or you want to have a proper 5 days training, teachers training of phonics, teachers and parents training, you can watch the free videos on my YouTube channel. I think I have given you. And if you want classes, you can reach out to me. I am personally not teaching phonics, but I have, mashallah, my trained teachers who are here. And if you are struggling with the spelling rules thingy, and if you want to buy these books, Spelling Stories with Mr. Peanut, they are here. But moreover, if you want classes for these books, proper children classes, so again, we are offering those classes as well. Um, you can reach out to me, Miss Sanjana and Miss Farheen. They will be conducting the classes. They are the people who have been helping me throughout for these books delivery and making and all this. So they are phonics teachers, proper phonics teachers, and since they are working with me, so they know very well about how to teach, and I'll be supervising for sure. uh, so you can either go for the classes that I'll be shortly announces for spelling rules only. You can also buy these books and use yourself, because they are so simple. There are stories written. You can just read the story to your child. Look at this. I showed you na UE and when to use UE, when to use EW. You have a little discussion between the letters, and then you have some activity pages. For the dictation as well, I have given you at the back that how to dictate, what to dictate. You can either dictate sentences or simply words. So you don't have to brainstorm or doubt yourself that whether it's right or wrong. Because Alhamdulillah, after so many years, I think things really work because they work with me. That O story. So OA comes in the middle and OW comes at the end. The family, the crazy family, ERIR. We don't have that. The OW story, OUNOW. So this is the second level of phonics after 42 sounds. If you are teaching kids spelling rules, you can go for the part 1, and the part 2 is about some other spelling rules like the ck, when to use ck, when to use the floss rule. Words don't end in v because v falls down, so we can't live without e, things like this. And then you have some other spelling like dge, ge, ये सारी चीजें इनके अंदर आती हैं. So you can go for these books yourself. You can also take help from the Jolly Phonics book, but they have just a page. They only have a page for everything. If you want to go a bit deeper or zyada practice karani hai, so that's why I created these books. Now, if you have any questions, already 11:14. I have taken lots of time. I'm stopping the video now, recording now, and I'll start taking your questions. Thank you so much for the people who have been with me till here. And please reach out to me if you are watching this recording and you have any questions. Thank you so